All right, welcome back, everyone. Here is to the Terrace of the Trojan Trench. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here today, the Hall of Famer Ryan Limler, and as always, Caden down running our sideline camera. Here as we get ready for the second match here, the Triton Round Robin tournament here this to start the season here. Is now it'll be Triton and Argos, a team that Triton will see very quickly in the season. They will see them on August 28th, and then again they'll see them in the Triton tournament, and potentially could see them in sectional play yet again. Of course, Argos didn't quite get the win total where they wanted. This is a team with now, I think, with a lot of pretty decent-sized players. Beth Tinsman yet again at the helm here for this team. See how Argos can develop it here against their neighboring school. Grace Thomas will be in the front line alongside Mackenzie Smith and Caitlin Tinsman will be in the front line. In the back line, we're going to have, their numbers aren't in order, is Sophia Quintana, number 3, number 9 in the back row as well with Megan Richard, and then serving the volleyball will be number 17, Kinsley Kelly. Of course, Clara Dahl, Sierra Hawley, Savannah Hawley front line, Lydia Hammond, Avery Veers, and Sophie Howe rounding out the starting lineup here as this second match underway here in the trench. Grace Thomas swings, and that one just out the back line. It wasn't by much. It was close. Dahl sends it across. A few aces in that match against, but a double hit call going to be called on Thomas. And I got to figure out how I'm going to do my papers. So Triton benefiting off a couple errors to start the first couple points. Argos trying to find their wheels here in this second match of the day for them. They just got done playing Frontier in the tack. Sierra Hawley gets it across. A little bit of a rally here. Richard gets it across. Pass close to that, but Sierra Hawley elevates, drives it down, and she'll get the kill with an assist to Clara Dahl. Clara passing looking good thus far here this morning. Of course, this is a Triton team that went back and playing in a sectional championship, losing to Culver in 5 sets. An ace for Clara Dahl here in this second match. First set of that second match. Good attempt there by Smith, but just couldn't quite get it to clear. Both teams coming off of no breaks yet. Triton will get a break after this match. Kinsley Kelly couldn't quite pull it away from the net, and Triton with a 6-0 run to start the set. Triton losing some front line hitters. Irm Reichert also out this season, and another ace for Clara Dahl. And I'm going to get a timeout as Beth Tinsman going to try to see if she can refocus in her team. Of course, we will be covering all the matches
in the
trench. I won't be talking in the next one because I got to play catch up on some stuff. But we will be covering. You'll have the audio with the shotgun mic that we have that kind of gets the.
Hopefully we're not talking.
Well, I'll be quiet.
Yeah.
Maybe I ought to go somewhere else to do my draft. I'm sitting there. I don't want to see. My luck is Caden will be listening to this broadcast. Who's Andy picking? Because I tend to talk out loud when I'm going to do my picks.
Oh, should I take pictures and send them?
Oh, no. I got my list up here in my brain of who I'm going to pick. I mean, I take this very seriously. That's one thing I think one of these days I need to do is a fantasy football podcast. I could do it. Good hit up there up front by Smith to keep it alive for the Dragons. And Sierra Hawley, good find, found a soft spot in the zone. The defense wasn't quite there. Good passing again up front.
basically got all the equipment to do it.
We could. Just got to have the time. That's the killer. Kinsley Kelly leaves it for Grace Thomas, who gets it across. Dahl handles it. Dahl again, but too far out the left side. That'll stop the 8-0 run. And now Argos on the board, and then that will send to the back row to serve Caitlin Tinsman, the freshman. No, I listen to these guys like Locked In Broncos, Locked In Big Ten, Locked In Hoosiers. I'm like, man, we could do this. It's only a half-hour show. I could talk for a half hour.
But you have to come up with your material.
Oh, dude, no, don't you worry. I got that. I just need contacts to get my stuff. That one goes out of bounds on the hit there from Richard. My problem is I lost my IU insider. Unfortunately.
Like we were able to use all that information anyway.
Well, yeah, but didn't share it. Although I could say some things and look really, really smart if something happened. No, we didn't. We didn't find out too much. But Veers on a great pass up front with a nice swing. She's had a couple of those here this morning. Avery Veers looking strong here. I probably didn't have the number correct, but I believe I had her down. For like 5 kills in that first match. I wonder if Kate and Eric are having conversations down there. Hammond up front, good attempt for the Dragons to keep it alive, and Holly gets it across. Argos back on the attack. Good hit up front there by Smith. Gets it through that front line of Triton. Couldn't quite get there strong enough with the block. Emily Meadway, Clara Dahl, Savannah Holly, the front line for Triton. Sarah Holly tracks it down, brings it back up to the front line as a free ball back across for the Dragons. Kelly leaves it on a nice hit there for Quintana. Avery Veers drives it again. Another nice pass up front leading to another Avery Veers kill. She's had a few nice approaches and swings. Savannah Holly, the freshman, back to serve. Triton by 7. Triton had 6 players in that first match with an ace. Meadway with the pass to Veers, rolls it across. Thomas with the bump pass. Sophia Quintana couldn't quite set it across. Argos, a young team. 3 seniors with Weiser, Thomas, and June Clark on their squad this year, and an ace for the Trojans. Lydia Hammond had one earlier. Up close to that, Kelly, but it was tipped by Sophie Howell. Now Chupp, good find, no one home, it just passed the attack line. Hosanna Chupp's one to keep an eye on. She's kind of in a spot where she's played JV and see how she kind of develops here in her junior season. Going to be an important player up in that front line for this Triton team. Howell leaves it. Veers another good swing, but it goes out of bounds. Kind of pulled it. Another good approach. Triton back on the attack as Sarah Holly hits it from beyond the attack line. Sophie Howell to Hammond. Hammond drops it in the corner. No one home. Triton doing a nice job finding those empty holes in the zone as Briley Sheets now checking in. Claradol gets a break. As Sophie Howell back again to serve. Triton climbs up by 10. Quintana leaves it for Tinsman. Kelly sets it across, finds a spot in the zone. Lydia Hammond can't get there in time. Good find there by Kinsley Kelly. Always like how Derek even talks with his team. Quick adjustments over there. A lot of volleyball knowledge. Always like talking to Coach. Got to see my favorite guy, Tony Plotho, down there. Bradley Sheets goes back row. Tinsman hits the top of the net. Triton somehow recovers. Tinsman again, a good find. Had the Triton defense all kind of pushed up to that front right side. Saw an empty spot in the backside and no one home. Good find there by Tinsman.
Does Plothow have a towel sponsor?
Well, he does Powerade here. He has a Gatorade one. Now I did see, although I may have to. Oh, just out of bounds. I have the right idea. Now I did see at Crash Howard's open house. Was it Crash? I believe it was. Yes, it was Crash's. At Kennedy's open house, he got her a towel, a famous Plotho towel. I kind of want one of those. I want one autographed so I can put on my wall at home where I work when I'm at my desk. Put it next to my IU towels, which is funny because he's a Purdue guy. So, oh man, I'm just excited. Sports again. Although we were unpacking stuff and packing, like, oh man.
Doesn't end until March.
Nope. Well, I mean, it depends on how many baseball. Well, we got to get that figured out in order for baseball make baseball work. Of course, baseball had a good year. Oh my goodness. Quintana with the serve. Argos climbing. Sophie Howell tries to pull it away from the net. Good defense up front by Grace Thomas. Kate Howell down there taking pictures for Triton. Levi McFarland sitting right next to her. Yeah, it's kind of being a problem when you have classmates that are now have high schoolers too. And it just feels like we just graduated. But
it doesn't feel like I just graduated anymore.
It's starting to not feel that way anymore. We're working on 20 years, man. We're knocking on the door. You're closer. You're knocking louder than I am. You got me by a few months. And Natalie Crooks now will check in. She'll go back to serve. See what the freshman can handle. Talked to her dad earlier. Good communication there by the Dragons calling out the hits. Oh, good swing by Sierra Hawley. That one's going to be into the scorer's table. And Kinsley Kelly, there's no play for it, but a good swing by Sierra Hawley. Another nice pass. Triton's passing looking well here. Crooks, had the right idea. Just couldn't quite clear the net. Kinsley Kelly now back to serve for the Dragons. I'll work on that later. Kelly with a nice drive. Savannah Hawley plants her feet, gets it across. Kelly's pass to Tinsman, but couldn't quite get the bump hit to go across the net. And now clear it all back to serve. Triton now 6 points away. This math I can do. Grace Thomas sets it across. And clear it all with the assist to Sierra Hawley. Having her a nice first set. 4 kills by my count for the Triton senior. Clear it all, I believe. I got her down for 4 assists. Then again, that could be wrong. Dahl pushing across. And Sierra Hawley again. 5 assists. 5 kills for that duo here in this first set. Allison and Hosanna Chupp as she'll check in for Crooks. Is that you or me?
That was me.
Oh! Tenzin stopped on the brakes. Thought her teammates were going to have to keep her up off the floor there momentarily. And Meadway will check in for Sophie Howell and go on the front line. Of course, Evelyn and Abby Veers having a quick conversation as Dahl's serve goes into the net. So Derek Evelyn picked up his 130th Triton win on that last match when Triton played Lakeland Christian Academy.
Was it just last year we were celebrating his 100th? Or what?
Yeah. Just last year was his 100th. There are 30 wins. I mean, team.
He's had 30 since then. Holy cow!
Oh, that's so by my account. But then again, you never know. Yeah, they were 23-11 last year. So I could be wrong.
No, that sounds about right.
Well, now you're making me second guess myself.
It would have happened earlier in the season.
Yeah, it did. It happened. I believe it was up at South Bend Career Academy. Was that game? Well, let's put it this way. It was before I was out. And Argos keeps it alive. Meadway passing it as Holly sends a free ball across. Argos back on the attack. Thomas wants it. She's up near the net. Tips it. Blocked up front by Veers, and that does it. For the first set, Triton wins 25-11. We'll take a break. Be back here in just a minute on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Terrace the Trojan Trench as we get ready to get this second set underway. Triton won that first one 25-11. 5 kills for Sierra Hawley, kind of led the way, and Claridol, another nice passing effort by her. Roughly 5 assists by my count. Could have missed a few. Of course, here in this second match here in the trench, as we noted earlier, we will be switching streams per match.
Just to make it easier, after this is all over with, you can go back and
pick which match you want to watch and not have to fast forward. Up front, Holly, but they're going to hit the net. And Argos will start with the first point here of this set. Kinsley Kelly now back to serve. Nice line drive, serves into the back row to Veers. Savannah Hawley gets it across. Tinsman tips it across. Now Howell. Thomas back to Dahl. Good lead pass there by Sophie Howell. She's had some nice passing here this morning. Trying to get a little crowded there in the left front. Argus hit goes out of bounds. Started to get crowded up there in that.
shoot.
What'd you do?
Oh, hit a wrong button.
Argus gets it across. Now Savannah Hawley swings through the defense for the kill. Got to talk to Savannah and Sierra during fair just a little bit this year. Both very excited for the upcoming year. That serve goes out of bounds for Sierra. Just during the pig show. Talk to them. Tinsman now to serve. Dahl leaves it for Savannah Hawley, who gets it across. On a miscommunication, just barely getting it across is Richard. Here's blocked up front, Grace Thomas. Argus looking tough here in these first few points. And a nice adjustment here to start this second set. There, swings, drives it through, and Kelly can't stop it on a nice pass from Clara Dahl. Notch another assist for her here in this match. Veers with her fourth kill. That one high hit, almost hits the I-beam up on the roof. Richard's hit goes out of bounds and hits the mats. Caden's still alive down there, looks like. I don't know if he's listening to us anymore or not.
He said he was listening to us?
He said he was listening to us. Yeah, he said he was listening to us, so we'll see. There's plays it close net, but she'll cross underneath. And that knots it up at 4. Now Lydia Hammond rotates in to the libero position for Triton as Grace Thomas back to serve. Argus trying to improve on that win total from a season ago. Playing some pretty nice volleyball here in this second match. Veers swings and kind of burns across the top of the net, and the up official says that one went out of bounds. Which it did. Veers showing some leadership, communicating with her teammates in that front line. Clara Dahl leaving it up high for Veers, who changes it up and tips it across. Argus without an answer, back to knot it up. And Sophie Howell back to serve. And Addie Stickler now going to check in for Clara Dahl. Of course, now I don't know how much they'll be listening since they're here at the game now. Dan and Emily.
Oh.
June Clark had just checked in on the return, but they couldn't quite get it back across. Triton will take the lead.
Will they be like everybody else and go home after this and watch it again?
Hey, you know, I talked to a few people during these open houses. These kids like going back after the games and just to listen and watch. They get a kick out of it. June Clark just goes too far out of bounds and an ace for Sophie Howe. I like that the kids like go back and watch it. I imagine I'd done the same thing. Howe with a nice pass, leading Veers, swings, drives it down. And Sophie Howe, nice pass. She's got a few assists, and Veers now with 5 kills here in this match. Matching Sarah Hawley's kill total. Clark handles it. Kinsley Kelly leaves it for Richard, who sets it across. Now Triton with a chance to attack. Oh, had the nice swing, but drove it out of bounds. And Evelyn and Abby quickly got to get on top of it. It was the right idea. Had that defense kind of pulled up to that front line. I see she can push it back to kind of open it up. Howe passes it behind her. Veer swings, drives it down with authority up off the conference banner. Good pass again. Sophie Howe doing a nice job here. And Veers now with 6 kills by my count. She goes back to serve. Well, you're popular this morning.
Well, just should mute it, I guess. I know.
No, I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you. I think we're having a rotation check here. Kinsley Kelly kind of directing her teammate where the rotation needs to be. First game of the year, everybody's trying to shake the rust off. Veers denied by the top of the net. I still think the top of the net's the toughest defender, period, during a volleyball game. What do you think? That would irritate me to no end. Now, Cade and I practiced playing the tennis. We, keyword, tried. I didn't like the net. Or the fence. And an ace for Argos. I swing like a baseball player, so it doesn't stay in. So Richard got the ace on that last serve. Argos playing well here in the second set. Hanging around. Sierra Hawley tips it to the top of the front line, and Kinsley Kelly, good effort to keep it alive. Veer swings through. Richard on the answer. Tinsman sets it across. Hammond there to answer that hit. Veers drives. Near the net, Addie Stichter drops it down. Addie Stichter, her first points. The freshman taking control in the middle. And now Juju's dancing in front of the team bench. Has been corralled. Tinsman gets it across. Oh, nice swing by Sierra Hawley. But Argos recovers. Kelly sets it across. Sophie Howe brings it back into play. Avery Veers drives inside corner. It's good. But that was a good rally there by the Dragons, staying with it. Some hustle plays, scrambling, keeping it alive. Argos putting in the work. Hammond tries to change up to try to see if he can catch the defense napping, but didn't quite clear the top of the net. Grace Thomas will check in for June Clark. That will send back Sophia Quintana, the sophomore for Argos, back to serve. Clara Dowell now rotates in for Addie Stichter, who had a kill just moments ago. And Savannah Hawley gets it across. Grace Thomas, good defense up front by Hawley to make her change up her swing. Couldn't quite clear. Now Triton on a run.
They did get it cooled down in here.
It did. Boy, I tell you. I had the Husky guy sweats there earlier. Clara Dahl goes back row. Tensman with the hit. Grace Thomas tries to tip it across. Doesn't quite clear it. Triton now leads by 4. As we're near about the halfway point. An ace. Jillian Bulis and Sheets will both check in. As Veers comes off the floor, as will Sophie Howell. Clara Dahl with the ace. It's her third this match. But the deep serve, and Argos runs it off the back line. Trying to have some nice moments, trying to really change up, trying to move the defense back and forth as Kelly with a line drive serve to the back row. Sierra Hawley with another kill. It's 6 for her. Gillis comes off the floor. Veers back in. Well, I don't know how they keep track of all those substitutions down there. Basketball I can keep up with. Football I can keep up with. Volleyball, boy, they just rotate them in and out. It's like hockey. And Argos, when they recover, off the speaker, denies it. Let's see how good the tension is to hold it up there. It's looking good thus far. Just a little bit. It's hanging tough. I don't see any debris falling down from us. We're still good. And trying to get, we're going to say Argos was into the net. They're going to say Grace Thomas was into the net. A big blue slam working towards building that lead as Sierra Hawley back to serve again.
The one on this side looks like it might have a dent in it.
It does. I think it does. No, or is that the way the speaker's supposed to?
No, the other side isn't like that.
Well, it's done been dented. Huh. Well, you had to smoke something up there to get that
did
thing.
A basketball? Well, I guess we might not have been here when it happened.
Yeah, very, very true. Was it dented during graduation?
I don't know that I looked.
I don't usually look up there unless something hits something. Some serious cables on those things, though. I'd hope. Oh, boy. Tensman back to serve, trailing by 7. The serving error goes into the net.
I don't think a volleyball could have been at that height, at that speed.
Have you ever seen how hard Addison Veers hits a volleyball? I'm just saying it's
aiming
possible.
Up there.
Well, not necessarily. If it could ricochet someone trying to dig something, it's possible. Well, it didn't come from badminton.
My guess would be like a full court heave for basketball.
Well, if Emma Hepler was in here, it could have been a kicked ball. Savannah Hawley with the serve gets the ace. Sixth eighths for the Trojans here in this match. Allison McNally Crooks. The freshman will serve. Jamie Baker talking to her player how she wants her to serve and does a nice and gets a nice one with an ace. Good play there by Natalie Crooks. Took what coach told her and delivers. Another nice serve. Grace Thomas on the return. Claridol leaving it up front. Chupp goes to Quintana in the back row. Here's rolls it through the front line of Thomas and Smith. And the hit does not quite make it back to the net. 2 points away for the Trojans here to take their second match of the day. Still morning, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Smith sets it across. Dahl to Sheets. Now to Hawley. Drives it back row. Quintana on the answer. Claridol trying to go back. Didn't quite get the tip she wanted. I should ask Derek, is this younger team making you look more youthful? He's got a little spring in his step. Maybe it's the first game of the year.
He just had a birthday this week.
He just had a birthday this week. Well, happy belated birthday to Coach Evelyn. He's got a spring in his step down there. All right, so now match point for the Trojans. A little more energetic than I am down there. And that's going to do it. Triton's going to win on an ace. 25-12. They take this one. 25-11 on the first set. So Triton starts off their day 2-0. We're going to end this stream here, and we'll put on the next one. I believe the next match will be in here will be Argos and South Bend, Washington. And then we will be back talking when Triton plays South Bend, Washington after that match. And then Triton and Frontier will end the day here in the trench. We'll end this broadcast and stay tuned for our next one with Argos and South Bend, Washington.